Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. New week, new you. How's it going? Hopefully you're good. If you're joining us here live, and this is maybe your first time, maybe you have never met me before, maybe you don't know who I am. My name's Matt. I'm the CMO here at Legendary. I do most of marketing stuff and, just a lot of other stuff, but some of the training. If you haven't met me in some of our training, you'll probably meet me sometime soon. At least through video form. So happy Monday. I am guest hosting today for Dave. He'll be back tomorrow. And if you're here live with us in the comments, I've got a nice little, it's a new mug. It's a pretty cool mug. But I've got a nice little mug of coffee here. It's pretty full, which is a miracle. And let me know in the comments what you guys are. If you guys have any coffee you're sipping on or tea, or what's your go-to wake up legendary beverage. No free ads, but maybe we can sneak a little sponsorship or something. We go live every single Monday through Friday. And have been for quite some time, about 2 years straight now, with new clients, people who are in the Legendary community. Some of them are our affiliates. Some of them are just doing random stuff now at this point. For instance, maybe a year ago, we had a lady on. Geez, I'm not going to think of her name. I can't think of it, but she came on the show. She was an affiliate of ours. She eventually moved on to other stuff. And what she moved on to was becoming what's known as an affiliate manager for a company. She really liked the company. They didn't have an affiliate program. So she pitched herself a job in this industry as an affiliate manager. And I think that's what she's still currently doing. She learned some skills here about how to build a funnel, how to build a referral-based marketing program, learned about the, obviously affiliate marketing is one of our core 4 business models. And took that and got a job. We've had many people say, you could easily take this training and go get a job. You could start your own business. You could start selling digital products, courses, whatever. But we've got people from all sort of walks of life and all sort of different industries. And some people have full-time jobs. Some people have quit their jobs. And it's all over the board. But the point is I've been in this industry for about 10 years, and it's pretty rare when somebody who's selling a digital course online actually wants to interview the people who are buying their courses, who are buying their programs. The reason for that is because a lot of them don't really believe in what they're teaching. And I've seen that firsthand many times. And so we tried to make it a point when the pandemic hit in 2020 to sit down with people, not just to, well, mostly just to let people know, like, hey, we're not going anywhere kind of thing, right? I mean, there's a lot of chaos, but we plan to just, pandemic, normal life, whatever's going on, show up every day, interview a new guest and let them speak about their experience, but also just give us some tips. What's working for them? What's not? What's new? So anyway, I just wanted to, before we bring on Arlena, just call out Chris, who posted his TikTok, got 750 views overnight and 40 likes. Incredible work. Nice job, Chris. And yeah, let's bring on our guest for the day. Arlena, what's going on?
Hello.
Welcome to the
excited.
show.
And nervous.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. So you're in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Used to be a concrete mixture driver.
Yes.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about, you also drive Uber sometimes. I did that for a little bit when I was getting started, and made a lot of money, paid for a lot of ads, built my business somewhat off of driving for Uber.
Yeah, I get a lot of networking through Uber as well.
Totally.
I have my little UR code for my TikTok, and I have
Wow.
it on a picture, and they'll scan it before they leave the car, and then they go check out my site, and it's free advertising.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And pretty fun. That's cool.
Yeah.
And
Uber
it's
is
like,
fun.
yeah. Well, cool. That's super cool. Tell me a little bit about, so you're working in like the concrete mixing job, or you're driving, and suddenly you find Legendary, or how did you find us?
Okay, well, I was on TikTok like everybody else. And I seen a guy on a live, and he was talking about time freedom, and he was talking about how much he's making now online, and that it's crazy and the money just comes in. And I was like, well, I got to go check this out. So of course I went to his link, and it was only $7 for the 15-day challenge. And I was like, that's not a big risk. So why not?
Sure.
Let's try it out. So I started the challenge. I dove right in. A lot of people don't do that. They just, they buy it and then they're like, oh, I'll do it whenever. But I jumped right in, and
Cool.
I think it was my favorite day, day 3 or day 4, when it talked about mindset. And previously, the summer before, I had went to an event, a spiritual event, like yoga, meditation type spiritual. And so my mindset was already changing from, living a normal life already, and then bring in Legendary, and they're talking about mindset, and that, you don't have to depend on someone else to build your dream.
Yep.
So therefore I was like, let's do it. So I started retraining my brain. My mindset changed, and just being at the concrete mixer job was just bringing me down. And I'd been wanting to leave for like a year prior to that. So it was just like, it was destiny. It was all in alignment for me to make that move. But what really broke the straws back, I was at work. And so as a concrete mixer driver, you back under the plant and get loaded with the materials, the rock, the sand, and the cement powder. Well, I don't know what happened that day, but the cement powder like exploded under the plant. And I was under the plant putting water in my tank. And I got cement powder all over me, and it's thick and it's sticky, because that's the component that holds the concrete together, right? And there was a northern wind, so it got all over my truck. I was livid. I was screaming. I was cussing at the batch man, like, what the, And so I get over there. I wash down my truck. I call my manager, and I'm like, dude, the plant just blew up on me. Like, I got bombed by cement. Okay. And he was like, well, that sometimes that happens. And I was like, no, I'm done. I'll take this load to the customer, but when I get back, I am done. So I go deliver the load. I come back. My manager's there waiting for me, in his little clean white F-150 Ford pickup truck. And I jump out of my truck. I'm just crying. I'm just livid, just so mad. And I was like, I'm done. I'm quitting. And he was like, come on now. Think this through. You're a fine damn worker. We don't want to lose you. Because I was the top driver of the company.
Okay.
And he was like, I don't want to lose you. Like, please, don't leave us. Why don't you take the day and think about it? And then I'll give you a day with pay. You can think about it and then come back the next day. So I went home and thought about it. And I told him, I said, I work 60 hours a week. I'm missing out on my daughter's life. I'm done.
Sure.
And that's how it happened. And actually, that was before I started making commissions from you guys, because I didn't start making commissions until January. But I believed in it so much that it happened. And then, $3 here, $3 there, then $1,000. Oh, I was in.
So you really went, man. Yeah. You really went in on it.
Yeah. I believe in it that much. It's not only about the money, but also just like changing that mindset of being able to work for myself and still be able to spend that time with my daughter. I mean, that was my why right there. It was my daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. And even if I sort of get the mentality too of like, even if you are doing a little bit of driving for Uber to supplement too, the thing is you can do that on your own schedule, right?
Exactly.
So it's like, all right, I'm going to take the night off, or, whatever. My daughter's got a dance recital or a basketball game or something. And it's like, yeah, I'll be there. Like, absolutely will be there. Yeah.
Yeah. And I had missed basketball games before, my daughter's basketball games, and it just killed me. Yep. And I was like, this is not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Yep. Yeah, totally. And so some of that mindset shift was like taking back some control or taking back some autonomy, or feeling like I've got too many restrictions and I'm too yeah, so it had been building up a little bit. When you went through our training, the legendary training, was it the first time you'd ever done any training like that, or had you done some, like, had you taken courses before, looked around before?
Well, in college, I did marketing and advertising,
Mm-hmm.
but that was like 100 years ago. So, of course, I mean, I remember the concepts and things
Yeah.
like that. But really, yeah, the training really opened my eyes to a new way to market.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been like, I've done LMMs. I've done lots of things. My grandparents were in LMMs, so I've been doing it at a young age, but I never had as much success with them as I did with Legendary, because
Okay.
maybe I just didn't believe in it as much, either. I mean, I'm still kind of in an LMM just because I really like the product. It's just vitamins and, good stuff for your body. So I still do that.
Yeah.
But I don't promote it.
Yeah. So yeah. So you've got a little bit of like, there is a little bit of that, like, because when you've got a mentor or like a family member or yourself who've tried things like that, whether that's network marketing or some sort of, even like drop shipping or something, you have sort of like this, you have a little bit of an in, or a little bit of like a, how should I say that? You've got at least got like kind of a starter knowledge of the idea, like,
Right.
oh, there's the possibility here. And I think that helps sometime too. Wow. Interesting. Super
And
cool.
well, and also with Legendary, what's so great about the training too is that I realized that's different from LMM. I don't have to try as hard. Like, I don't have to try as hard as far as like promoting. And I don't,
Mhm.
like with the LMM, I had to be on the phone with people a lot. And with this one, if they choose, because I always touch base, especially if they get the 15-day challenge. I'm here for you if you have any questions. Like, but really, I don't have to work as hard, and that's what I liked about it. With the LMM that I was in a couple of years ago, like, I was on the phone all the time, and the whole time freedom thing went out the window because my daughter's saying, Mom, I want to go do this, but I've got 10 calls scheduled tonight that I have to talk to people just to get them to buy this product. And with Legendary, you just let the internet take care of it for you, and that's the beauty of it.
Right. Yes. That's been the whole model. That's been the whole, like message and messaging to basically the network marketing crowd, is like, hey, you're holding all these like home, you're holding all these like home, what do you call it, like home parties,
Oh yeah.
and trying to sell people Pampered Chef and all of this stuff, which I get. And honestly, back in my hometown, my mom would buy Pampered Chef stuff from like her church ladies, and they get
Yeah.
together and do like a Pampered Chef party or whatever, or they Arbonne, or different stuff like that. But I do think for some people who are like, I think for some people who are genuinely interested in that stuff, I honestly feel like they enjoy that to a certain extent. And
Right.
then for the people who are like really business oriented and doing this for their lifestyle and doing it because they want to have extra income and stuff like that, I think for those people, well, I've seen you were on okay, so let's bring it back to you. You were on a live with, so was it like, let me take a guess. Was it might have been Calvin, or it might have been Ian, or somebody
No,
else?
no, I think that was somebody else. I haven't been on
Cool.
live with anybody, but
No, I mean,
Paul
when you
Francis.
watched the live, Paul, it was Paul.
It was Paul that I got the link from.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Because he's
and he's
from
in
Oklahoma too.
Tulsa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Right. Right.
so we talk on Messenger all the time. Like, he's kind of like my unofficial mentor.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. So if I have any questions, I'll just ask him. Or if I'm feeling
Yeah,
kind of low about something, he kind of lifts me up. And
that's
I
cool.
told him I was going to be on the show, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, that's
That's so
awesome."
cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the whole like with the whole like home party idea and that kind of thing. I think the big thing, and Paul is a great example of this because we've actually had him on our teach on a virtual mastermind for us about what he calls a micro webinar strategy. And that's really what this is. And the webinar was a way to do a seminar or a home party online. And now technology's taken it a step further where you actually don't even need to like have people register for a webinar and sign up and get email reminders and, hey, show up at 7 p.m. for our live online webinar, or drive to my house so we can, you know, lock you in a room and sell you Pampered Chef, right? None of that stuff. You can literally go online. You can literally go online, open the app that you've been posting on TikTok or Instagram, hit go live, and boom, like all of their massive algorithm and network puts you in front of hundreds, sometimes thousands of people. And
Getting them to stay is the hard part.
Yeah.
That's what I'm finding.
Well, I think that here's the thing is I think that as you build your audience, I think that there's a couple things. One is being maybe a bit controversial, or maybe being a bit like having some degree of shock factor. So there's a healthy balance of shock factor where you don't get like reported a lot. But for instance, like the other day on a business blueprints training, we do every Thursday for our business blueprints members, I do a live webinar, and I showed them how to go on your notes app on your phone and type a headline and then use that notes app screenshot as a backdrop for you. So like you can use it as like a green screen backdrop in a TikTok or in a TikTok live. And so you can type out a headline like guaranteed way to get your dog to stop barking like a crazy maniac, right? Or something like that. Something that's funny, but also is a real benefit driven, attention grabbing headline. And then you go live and you're sitting there, but above your head is a written headline talking about what you're talking about, right? Because if you as a consumer, you sit down and you look at your TikTok and you start scrolling, right? And if you think about it, you're like, well, this person's live. I have no idea who this Arlena person is. I don't know why she, I don't want to sit here and listen to her live, because I do that a lot as a consumer. And I started thinking about that. But there's a couple people that I would stop for. There's a couple people that I would stop on their lives, and I was like, man, why am I stopping for their lives? Why am I watching them? And you know what it was, is they had a really controversial political headline above their head. And I just thought it was interesting. It said, for instance, there's a couple of them that said, I'm a left-wing liberal. Here's what I believe in. And there was 3 bullet points. It was only 3. It wasn't like a huge written out thing. It was 3 bullet points. They were all short. And it said, you know, I believe in blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but it was like, and then the bottom part, here's what it said. It said, debate me. And it was, and the amount of people who were like, here we go, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to tap into this live. Here we go. And you start getting all this engagement, and now you're getting put on the For You page, and you've got all your followers coming in, and now you've got For You page coming into your live. And eventually you keep people around with the debate me kind of style. Other people had also put up their Cash App, but you know, you could put your link in the live on that notes app too, right? Go to, you know, arlena.com or whatever to learn more or something like that, right? So you can turn that whole thing into an attention grabbing headline, basically a sales page, attention grabbing headline, a little sub headline, some bullet points, and then you can basically turn your whole live into a selling webinar or into a video sales letter where you can actually sell to people. Oh, did you lose my audio? It looked like it glitched for a second. Let me check. How about now? Let's see. For anybody who's here, oh, it's on your end, Arlena. Oh, I guess she can't. I'm telling her it's on her end and she can't hear me. All right, I'm gonna kick her out, and we're gonna have her come back in. Sure. Well, basically, what I was saying, guys, is above your head, you can use some sort of attention grabbing headline, and and you can bring people in. I mean, you can bring people in from that headline. And how about now? Are we good?
Yes, I can hear
All right,
you.
cool.
I got
Cool,
a
cool, cool.
call and it knocked it off or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, spam, of course.
Yes, of course. No, anyway, so I was
That's a
going
good
on a
idea,
I
though.
was going on a rampage, but when you really think of, and this is just whether you do this or not, or whether it's the best idea or not, I don't know. But
Mhm.
what I found is this is part of a larger marketing principle, which is when you're scrolling through and you're like, man, if I really wanted to get people's attention, bring them into a live, sell them something, how would I get them to stick? And then all you've got to do is kind of scroll through that social media channel, look, 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 look. And then you're just like, this got me to stick. Why did it get me to stick? And for everybody who's here with us live, this is a big marketing key, which is you start to think about your experience on social media or on sales pages or in any sort of marketing. You need to start to think through it like a consumer,
Yeah.
but you need to think about it from the producer aspect rather than just being like, wow, this is so fun. Oh my gosh, what a funny video. I'm going to send this to my friend. Yeah, fine. But you also need to think about, man, what exactly was that? Why am I hooked here? Why am I sticking? And for me, every time I came across a live that had some sort of headline, I found myself reading that.
Yeah.
And
That's a good idea, though.
in fact,
I'm
you
gonna
know
have to
what?
try
I
that.
might have saved that photo from the other day. I don't know if I did or not, but I'm pretty sure I took here. I actually took a screen grab of what this kind of looks like. So you see how the notes
Uh-huh.
app is up there, how to get your dog to stop barking immediately.
Uh-huh.
And it's just a down here at the bottom on TikTok, if you're posting, it's just you hit effects, and then that little thing right there is like it's hard to see there, but
Green
it's like a
screen.
little green screen, basically, is what it looks
Yeah.
like. And then you can put whatever image you have on your phone. So if you go into the notes app, you just type a little headline, and then you push the volume up and the power button, and it takes a screenshot, and then you upload it into the green screen there. It's super fast and easy. And I actually think, it would work really well for or it has worked really well for just a normal TikTok video too. But I know for lives, especially because it stays above your head the whole live, the whole time. You just have this headline right above your head. So anyway, Hector, I
That's a
use
good
just the
idea.
notes app on iPhone, like just any notes app. It doesn't matter. Whatever you can type on. It doesn't even matter. You could use any app in the world, as long as you can type and you can get a full screen of it. I just like the notes app because you can get the text really big.
Right.
And so anyway, all right. I just
That's an
had a
excellent idea, though. Really, it is. Because, like, I've been trying to find my way on the lives because I don't know if the mini webinar was working for me because I tried it.
Mhm.
I didn't know. And so Paul was like, well, you got to find what works for you
Mhm.
and what your audience, since I'm a single mom, he was like,
Mhm.
you really need to, bring that to the forefront and really focus on bringing in single moms or moms that work from home or want to work from home to be with their kids. And so that's what
Yeah.
I'm revamping a lot of things right now. Like I'm revamping my funnel because I feel like there's leaks in it because I
Sure.
haven't been getting very many as many 15-day challenge people on there. And also like I was in the beginning, oh my gosh, it was just like crazy. Like they were just coming
Mm.
in every day. And that's kind of slowed down, but I'm still doing the
Sure.
same things. So I was like, well, I guess it's time to revamp and just start doing something a little different.
Yep. Well, maybe, but also, some of it is just purely down to traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's like a single mom thing, um, some of the best performing people and channels that we've ever seen have been people who go live every
Yeah.
day or every couple of days. And, that strategy I just talked about with you would be like hey, single mom, you know, single mom earning money through weird business model, right? Or something like that,
Yeah.
or through weird online business. And that just is above your head and you're live and you're just chatting, you're talking, right? So all that stuff. But my larger point is, yes, find something that works for you, and figure out a way to do more of it. I think once you find something that actually works, then it's all about how do I take that from 1x where I am to like 5x or 10x, right? So, yeah. Anyway, so in the world and in the land of what you're currently doing, filling holes in your funnel, that's a big one, and doing that without sort of, I would say, doing that without stopping what's working, right?
Hmm.
Figuring out a way to sort of experiment with new things, but also don't stop the thing that's produced some form of income for you, that's a tough one. When it comes to creating content, are you creating content daily? Is it a couple videos a day, or is it one video a day? What's your content look like?
I absolutely post at least one a day,
Okay.
at the very least.
Okay.
Sometimes two, sometimes three. It just depends on how my day is going, and also like if I have a lot of things going on with the kiddo. My life is being turned upside down right now. We are moving out of our house and going to live in an RV full time so that we can travel and do the things we've always wanted to do. So yeah, it's big changes are happening. So that's been taking up a lot of time, but I still post at least once a day. And then if I'm just like not feeling it, I'll go back and pick one of my videos that did really well and repost that.
Mm,
Put it in the Tick app to get the watermark off and then repost it. And then I also
cool.
post on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. So I'm omnipresent.
Jeez, totally omnipresent. I love it.
Yeah. I'd like to
Cool,
get into
cool.
the Pinterest. I've been watching, I think I watched the live, I think it was Friday with the Pinterest thing that they're doing. I'm gonna have to try that too.
Yeah, Pinterest is a big one. It's a sleeper, and it's
Hmm.
picking up steam and picking up steam and picking up steam. And I think, am I right? You're part of our blueprints, right?
Yes.
Like you bought our blueprints. Well, one of the benefits of our blueprints, again, this is something totally different than most people do online, but one of the benefits of our blueprints is that we have lifetime free updates. So, for instance, we've been selling our blueprints for a while, but for everybody who bought our blueprints back in 2016 or 17, um, we at that time were not doing live weekly trainings with me and sometimes Drew, but it's mostly me. We weren't doing those. That wasn't part of what they were sold. And then we just started doing them in 2018, and they all got access. They didn't have to pay extra. They didn't have to add anything to their order. And the same is true now. So last year, we added a whole entire segment from a 6-figure earner and I think, mid-high 5-figure earner who they're crushing it on Instagram. And we
Hmm.
added that to the blueprints. No one paid extra for it. And here in maybe a month-ish, we just finished it up and we're kind of going through some edits and stuff. We're going to add a Pinterest training to it. And guess what? No one pays extra for it, right? So
Right.
it's a very rare investment because you think about it. When you went to college for marketing and advertising 20 years ago and you paid all of that money, it's probably a little bit less than what you might pay today because it's like it just the cost of tuition and everything is insane.
Yeah.
But, for somebody who's finishing up year 4 of a marketing degree right now at a university, um, they go out into the world 2 years later, they want to learn something about marketing and advertising. They can't go back into you don't just get back into your course logins and now it's updated with the newest stuff and you can just access it. No, you go back and you pay another couple $1,000s for another course, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I just feel like it's really powerful in that way, and that it's, maybe a couple, let's 5 to 10% of the cost of a university degree in marketing, but it's constantly updated with relevant what's working now information. So anyway, we do have a Pinterest thing coming out really soon. You can get going on Pinterest at that point. Well, screw that. You can get going on Pinterest right now, but you can get some tips and maybe some help. So anyway, all that to say, for people, I'll give you the last word today. For people who are here, they're just getting started. They're going to create their first piece of content. They're thinking about starting a TikTok channel, but they're like, dang, this is going to be hard. What would you tell those people?
Just do it, because it's really hard to get traffic. And if you don't, produce content for people to see and to draw them in to your site. I mean, you have to. And also, like, just to get to 1,000 followers, I thought it was going to take forever, but it really only took me a month. It really only took me a month. And I had 2 channels running because I was like, okay, whichever one goes first, I'd post the same content. And I didn't have really a TikTok before that. I just had maybe a few things on there just so people didn't think I was a troll.
Right.
So just do the content. You gotta do the content, model after people that are doing really well, that you see here on the Legendary, Wake Up Legendary. That's how I started making my content. I was like, well, what do I do? What do I say? Because I don't really know.
Yeah.
And so I would go and I would watch them and be like, oh, that's really a good idea. Well, I'm gonna make it my own and then post it,
Yeah.
So that's the easiest way. Just model after people that are doing it and doing it well.
That's cool. It's awesome. Well, Arlena, thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for giving so much value today. And if you ever need anything, we're always here. Reach out and touch base with us in a couple months. Let us know how it's going. What have you experimented with, tried out? And we'd love to have you back on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Cool. I'm going to put up Arlena's TikTok here, and you guys can go follow her. It's at Arlena Stepp. It's ARLENA STEPP. And you can find her on TikTok. Go follow her, and then also leave some love in the comments and let her know, hey, I saw you on Wake Up Legendary. What was powerful today? What was a big takeaway? Let her know. And then, you know what? Blow up her videos. Like her videos. When she puts out a new video, like it, comment on it, and give her some love on social media. Guys, we'll be back here tomorrow. Same time, same place, as always. We've got, if you want to get a daily reminder, you should always be tuning in to our Wake Up Legendary show every single day. You can text WUL. So you text the letters WUL to 813-296-8553. Pull out your phone, send a little text right now, WUL to 813-296-8553. You'll get a text message reminder every time we go live. So you're not going to get a bunch of sales pitches. We're not going to try to sell you a bunch of stuff. All right. We don't have a lot to sell you through text message. It's just a simple reminder every time we go live in the morning. You can tap on the message when it comes to you. You'll go right into the Facebook Live, and it's super easy. It's our way of basically acting as your alarm clock every morning. Hey, come on, get on the show. So we'll be back here tomorrow. Dave will be on the show tomorrow, and look forward to having another awesome guest tomorrow. See you guys.